All right, the next one is requested by BKZ or BKZ, and he's actually requested a Tyler the Creator song from the new album, because I do, when I get back to doing, you know, proper videos, I do actually really, sorry, just, I love how I like start talking and then like I go off and do something. But yeah, I really do want to react to the album Chromacopia, I think it's called, because I initially just did like a song reaction and I said I might do it song by song, and maybe I will still do it like that. Not entirely sure yet. Like this little bit can be a snippet for a singular video for YouTube, if you know what I mean. Because I do, yeah, I do kind of want to listen to the album. I really want to. I really enjoyed that first song, which was Para. What was it called? Noid. I'm calling it Para, but it's the second half, Noid. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to hearing this one, which is Tyler Creator, Like Him. And I think BKZ was saying it was about his dad, I think I remember that, if I'm remembering correctly, featuring Lola Young. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to go as in detail as I did with the first Noid video, because I went into like proper detail just because I want to get this video at least done today. But I'm going to give it a listen and I'm just going to see what happens. All right, let's go.
Every time I look at you, I swear to God, nigga, you got that nigga feet. You got that nigga body, this shit, flat feet, big.
She said that I make expressions like him. My waist and my posture like him, like him, like him. Chasing a ghost, I don't know where he
is. Wow.
and affection.
That reverb.
How could I ever miss something?
Oh, the keys going with the melody of his vocal.
Like him, like him. It was my fault, not yours, not his. It was my fault. I'm sorry. You know? And I'm sorry I was young. But he's always wanted to be a father to you. But that are my choices and decisions. And I'm sorry for that. He's a good guy. So don't hold that against him, because it was my fault. Just, you know, forgive me.
Oh. Wow, what a powerful song. Like, obviously, the lyrical content is extremely powerful, but the music with it, just amplifying it, giving it that soul, that sort of like soul that Tyler the Creator done really well on the Eagle album too. And like, just so, it's like an R&B sort of twist with a lot of like, sort of like a religious feel to it as well. It's beautiful. And so again, experimental and eclectic with the sounds too, really shaking it up and making it different, not just making it sound like a classic song that is like soulful and slightly religious. You know what I mean? It's like got interesting details and makes it sound eclectic, a little bit almost like tense at times as well. And I suppose that goes with the words, you know. I'm gonna have a little look at the lyrics there actually. So yeah, we get the start of like someone saying, damn, you know, when I look at you, you look like this person. And obviously then it goes into it being about him looking like his father. So it says here, Tyler and his mother set the emotional foundation of the entire song. She talks about T's physical and behavioural resemblance to his father. She's proud of his accomplishments, but also sad that his father was not there to see him grow up. His mother's words empathize that despite growing up without his father, T still inherited part of his identity. This makes the track very personal and relatable to others who are grasping onto what they could have had if their absent father had been around. It brings up themes of identity, searching, grief, love, and loss. Absolutely. And to be honest, I can relate to this. It's slightly different. My mum and my dad broke up when I was quite young, like really young, and for good reason, because unfortunately my dad was actually very abusive and horrible. But you know, I still got to see him on weekends and stuff until I was probably about like 10, like, or something. Yeah, probably about 10, until me and my brother decided that we didn't really want to anymore, just because he wasn't really nice to us either. He wasn't like he was to my mum, but he wasn't very nice. He was like very strange, and like he would like do like things to scare us a lot and laugh at us when we'd cry. Like he's like that type of like sadistic sort of thing. With us anyway. With my mum, it was a lot worse. It was like physical horribleness. But my dad is not existent in my life. He is still alive, but I don't talk to him at all, and I don't really want to. So yeah, definitely different, but definitely had an absent father. But the only difference is that I've had a stepdad since I was 5 years old, and he's been like a dad to me. So I've always had a father figure in my life, which is I'm really grateful for. Actually, I can still understand these feelings though, and I still feel those feelings of like, you know, how much like am I like my dad? What's his side of the family like? I know that his side of the family, there's some interesting things. I think my granddad is in prison or has been in prison, but for like a long time. Like my real dad didn't know who his dad was for ages, and then found out that his dad was in prison. So I'm like, you know, it would be kind of cool to know who he is, like what psychological sort of things he has going on and whatever, because, you know, I suffer badly with mental health problems and stuff. So I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be good to know certain things, but I don't really know that side of the family at all. So I do think about that, and I do think about like where I got some of my personality traits or like likes and dislikes, because I don't talk to my dad. I don't really know if I got them from him or just my own self. So yeah, I do think about those things, but yeah. Anyway, then it says here, Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know who he is. Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know where he is. Do I look like him, like him, like him? He's just saying like he's chasing a ghost because his dad wasn't there. And then he says, you gave me love and affection, attention, protection. How could I ever miss something that I'd never had? I would never judge you because everything worked out without him. Like, that's so sweet. That's him talking to his mum being like, you know, I didn't need a dad because you gave me everything. How can I miss something that I never had? It's like he's trying to make his mum feel better as well. Like trying to say, it's okay, mum. Like, I'm happy. Maybe she was feeling guilty or bad about it like she did in the end part. And he's just saying, don't worry, everything's worked out. He's like, that's so sweet, you know? Because he could have been really upset with her, but he wasn't. He says, I decided to, anything that lives inside of you, I would never lie to you. You ain't ever got to lie to me. I'm everything that I've strived to be. So do I look like him? It's like he's saying, so do I look like him? Because my actions aren't the same as his. I'm everything I've ever strived to be. I don't lie to you. And you don't got to lie to me. Like, I'm a good person. I'm a happy person. I'm someone that has got what I wanted out of life and everything I've strived to be. Yeah. So do I look like him? Do I look like him? Or he could be saying it like, Mum, don't worry. It's not going to offend me. I just want to know, do I look like him? Maybe he's saying it like that too. Like, don't worry. I've got my stabilities. I've got everything I wanted in life. I just want to know if I look like him. Maybe she hasn't told him that very much in the past. I don't know, it could mean a few things, couldn't it? And then the outro of the mum saying all that stuff, like it was my fault, not yours, not his, it was my fault. I just want to see if there's anything written about that part. So yeah, it says here, Bonita admits she feels Tyler's father's absence was her younger self's fault and not how her poor decisions are to blame. How her poor decisions are to blame. Not his father's. Tyler delved into the situation a bit more on Mother from the test pressing and CD version of the album. Okay, I'm not going to look into that right now. Tyler's mum's self-doubt ties in with the album's running theme of distrust, showing that Bonita, even after having to raise Tyler as a single mother, may have issues with trusting herself. Fair enough, but you got to think, she would have had a reason at the time, because why would you do it? She must have been very hurt by him or felt like he wasn't good news in some way. But it's also nice that she's saying, maybe I, was a little trigger happy and a little bit over the top and dramatic at the time, being younger and whatever. And now I look back and I have regrets. It's a beautiful piece of honesty there, talking to her son. It's very, very gorgeous, actually. Wow. Amazing song. Thank you so much for sharing that one.